What is up, trainers? I am the Pokemon Trainer, and today we will be choosing our reward from the Fighting Dojo. And we're gonna go with Hitmonlee, the kickin', fighting Pokemon, because in my blue version playthrough, which I did not record, I chose Hitmonchan, so we need a Hitmonlee, and now we finally have one. As you can see, we don't have our buddy Scyther with us. I took him out, and I made that nice clean edit where Hitmonlee is right there in the Pokeball. And now we're going to go to the Pokemon Center to drop off Hitmonlee because we will not be using him for this playthrough or walkthrough. The so-called Mr. Psychic claims he can read the mind of anyone who walks through his door. He says that if you visit him, he'll give you whatever TM you're thinking about as a present. Go ahead, try it. You weren't thinking about a TM29. Oh well, maybe that's why he was booted out of the Psychic Friends Network. TM29, of course, is Psychic. I will be teaching it to Zitz later on, but for now we are headed to the Pokemon Center to drop off Hitmonlee, and we are going to get our buddy Scyther back. Now that we have our buddy Scyther back, it's mission improbable. If Silph Co is providing Team Rocket with advanced technology, that could spell trouble for the entire world. Lucky for me, the security guard at the company headquarters isn't very concerned about trespassers. In fact, it seems he wants me to go inside. He could be leading me into a trap. Hey kid, what are you doing here? It turns out that Silph Co is being forced to produce advanced technology for Team Rocket. I must reach the top floor and free the company president from Giovanni's clutches. If I roust Giovanni, I won't have to defeat the rest of Team Rocket's agents individually. Alright Haunter, use Confuse Ray. Alright, looks like Golbat is confused. Sweet, it hurt itself from confusion. Let's try a Nightshade. Okay, it did some damage. Golbat is still confused. Nice. It hurt itself in confusion. We're gonna go for one more Nightshade, and that should do the trick. I hope you guys liked my little introduction I did. Thought it was pretty good. Haunter gained 915 XP, and we grew to level 29. Awesome. So this is part 1 of the Silph Co. There are 7 parts I recorded, so I'll try to knock them out today, but no guarantees. Hypnosis didn't affect enemy Zubat. We're gonna have to try something else. We get hit with the Leech Life. Remember the Thug Life episode? Leech Life, Thug Life? Oh no. I thought it was pretty funny. Alright, so Confuse Ray. And Zubat is confused. It hurt itself in its confusion. Alright, Nightshade. Ooh, enemy Zubat is confused, yes. We're already at level 29 with Haunter. I wonder when we get to part 7 of the Silph Co what level Haunter will be at. Enemy Zubat fainted. XP 288. Will we change Pokemon? Nope. We need to toughen up Haunter for Sabrina. Enemy Zubat became confused. Alright, I'm loving that the Confuse Ray is working in the Nightshade. Alright, Zubat is confused still, and it hurt itself once again. Man, I really love games like this. I don't know, I'm starting to get into retro gaming. The whole Game Boy Pokemon, like I just love how they're modeled and how the game looks. It's so nostalgic for me. About 6 days ago, Pokemon tweeted a Pokemon fact, and it happened to be Haunter, and I wanted to read it to you guys since we're using Haunter right now. It says, Hunter revel in total darkness. They are afraid of the light. Pretty interesting. I'm looking on Pokemon's Twitter timeline, and I see a holographic Venomoth GX. Looks really beautiful. But I've seen all these cards come out and everything that they've been tweeting. Here's a Pokemon fact about Gengar. It says if your shadow runs away from you at night, it might actually be a Gengar. Would you be scared if this Pokemon was lurking behind you? I don't know, that'd be crazy to see what a real Gengar looks like in real life. Alright Hunter, let's get this rodent out of here. Yes, Raticate fainted. Dang, he's still got one more Pokemon. Dang, this guy had a full team almost. Alright, we're going to go for Confuse Ray. Enemy Zubat became confused. It hurt itself in confusion. Come on, Hunter. Knock this Zubat out, quick. Alright, looks like one more hit should do the trick. Leech Life. It's super effective, ha. We use Nightshade, and that Zubat is history. Alright, on to the next trainer. Let's see how many floors are on here. It looks like there's 11 floors. I goofed! We got 750. So today, before I started recording, I watched 3 episodes of Season 7 on Pokemon. It's off limits here, go home! Disguise the limit, take the Lumbre home, and True Blue Swablu. If you are currently rewatching, or just watching for the first time, the Pokemon anime series, please comment down below, let me know where you're at. I'd love to know. If you guys could just comment down anything. I want to talk about Pokemon, dude. I'm really passionate about Pokemon. So if I have any subscribers or any viewers watching this, if you comment down below something about Pokemon and get a conversation started, I'll be really happy. It'll make my day. I really want to get some Pokemon cards really soon. I need to complete my Shining Legends set. I only have a few more cards that I need in that set, and then I can move on to my next set. I also bought a couple Pokemon items that I haven't yet recorded for this channel. I got a couple of Funko Pops that I really want to make videos on. I got an extra Bulbasaur that I'm thinking, I don't know, I've been thinking around in my head lately about maybe doing a giveaway on one of the Bulbasaurs. Or I might just keep it, because they're going to stop making them eventually, and maybe I'll be able to sell that one once they stop making them. I also pre-ordered Charmander's Funko Pop. I can't wait till they get to Squirtle, because as you know, if you've watched from the beginning, or I probably mentioned in most of my videos that Squirtle is my favorite Pokemon, so can't wait till they get there, because I'm definitely getting 2 of each. I really want to collect all of them, but that's going to be a lot of money. I do have a couple of other Funko Pops that are non-Pokemon related. I don't have a full set on any of them, but I'm thinking with Pokemon I really might want to collect them all. But yeah, we'll keep a pin in that. It's not for certain. I might just collect the 3 starters and that's it, but we'll see. I've been watching a lot of Pokemon walkthroughs as well, because I am excited to see how you play the game, and I'm only really have Gen 1 memorized in the back of my head, because I've played it so many times. But when we get to Johto and all the other regions, right now I'm in the 3rd generation, I believe it is. It's Ruby. I just finished wrapping up watching someone's Ruby walkthrough. He was using an emulator though. I'm not a really big fan of watching walkthroughs with emulators, because then they could just fast forward and all that, and the guy I was watching, he cussed. It wasn't really like family friendly, so I had to have my headphones in all the time. But also, it seemed like he wasn't really into Pokemon, so I like watching people that really have a passion for it and love Pokemon, because I do, and just seeing someone else passionate about playing it is more enjoyable watching than someone who's like, ah man, screw this, screw that. Like, I don't know. I might have mentioned this before, but once we get to Ruby and Sapphire, Fire Red and Leaf Green, I'm gonna have to purchase a Game Boy, Game Boy Advance SP or something like that, and then I believe a GameCube, and this thing that's called a Game Boy Player or something like that. And I bought a capture card, so I haven't opened it yet, so we're good on that. But I will have to purchase those things so we can continue on to Sapphire and Ruby, and just the game. I don't want to repeat the whole thing, but just those games. Oh, and Emerald. I really want to get Emerald because I've never played that game. I don't even think I might have played a little bit of the Ruby and Sapphire. I remember my friend Shane back in elementary, he had those games. I think I must have got out of it or something. No kids are allowed in. I think because Yu-Gi-Oh took over, and then I started getting into Yu-Gi-Oh. But he would let me play at recess, his Game Boy and stuff. And I played a little bit of that game. I don't think I've beat the whole entire story, but that game was really fun. I've never played Fire Red or Leaf Green though, or Emerald, so those games I'm really looking forward to. It hurt itself in confusion. Alright, let's switch out to Zitz. Since Cubone is a ground type, Zitz would be our best option. I'm glad at the time of recording this that I've actually thought about it, and we looks like we might knock out this Cubone super fast now. Ooh, so close. A lot better damage though than we were using with Haunter. Alright, that's it for Cubone. Critical hit. Super effective. Speaking of it's super effective, there is a Pokemon podcast. If you do listen to podcasts, I highly recommend it. It's super effective. It's a great podcast. I might be repeating myself like I do a lot of the times. I might have already said that, but definitely if this is your first episode watching me and you heard me recommend you that podcast, definitely go check it out. Alright. Zubat became confused. It hurt itself in confusion. Alright, Nightshade. Come on, Haunter. Alright, Zubat use Confuse Ray. Oh great, now we're both gonna be confused, or what? It hurt itself in confusion. Enemy Zubat use Supersonic. My best friend DJ, his if you ever heard of a rap group called JJ Fad, his aunts are JJ Fad, and they wrote that song called Supersonic. Anyways, I got to meet him. It was pretty dope. Alright, we get hit with Nightshade. Enemy Zubat fainted. And we defeated Rocket. Tough. Alrighty, are we done with all the trainers on the second floor? It looks like we might be. We are now on the third floor, and this will be our last trainer for today's video. Quit messing with us, kid. Hey, if you're gonna end the world, I have to butt in, bro. I'm sorry. You can't take over the world. Just not gonna happen. Not when Ash Ketchum is here. So, fun thing about Raticate, it uses its whiskers to maintain its balance. It apparently slows down if they are cut off. Interesting, right? Alright, it looks like we're not gonna get anywhere with our buddy Haunter. We might have to switch out Haunter for our buddy Pikachu. And it's looking like that's what we're gonna do. Because all our moves seem to be out of use. We can't use them. I don't have a PP, I think it's called. PP. Wee PP. Alright, Tail Whip. Huh. Haunter's defense fell. See, no PP left. No more PP. Alright, let's send in Pikachu. Alright. We're gonna use a Thunderbolt. Should take us 2 Thunderbolts. And that's it for old Raticate. See ya! Wouldn't wanna be ya. Thanks for coming. Alright, Rocket. Who do you have next? What other Pokemon do you think is gonna beat me? Out of all the Pokemon you have, pick out your best Pokemon. Who's gonna knock down Pikachu? Ooh, Hypno, huh? Let's see what old Dexter says about Hypno. When it locks eyes with an enemy, it will use a mix of PSI moves such as Hypnosis and Confusion. The shiny version is pink. That's interesting. And I'm going from male to female. It looks like the female's collar coat, that fur around its neck, is bigger than a male. The male's fur. I'm going back and forth between the male and the female. So the female has a bigger coat that's around its neck. That's interesting. Alright, we got 990 XP, and who else do you have for us, Rocket? Another Raticate? Wow, you got 2 Raticates and 1 Hypno. Well, let's see. Oh, and it's still in the game. But you know what this means, right? We have Quick Attack. We use Quick Attack, we automatically go first. See ya, Raticate. Sayonara. Wouldn't want to be ya. We are victorious. Once again, enemy Raticate fainted. We get 696 XP. I give up. Yeah, give up on trying to take over the world. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, would you please leave a like? If you're a new viewer, please consider subscribing. Throw a Pokeball at that notification bell to be notified each and every time I upload a video. Let me know down in the comments below if you enjoyed the video. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to come and watch me. I am the Pokemon Trainer, and until next time, trainers, keep on training.